Hello and welcome everyone to this week's review. Before I get started, I want to thank everyone who's watched my previous videos, and a special thanks to all those who liked and commented. Now, with that out of the way, on to this week's film, which is Men in Black International. Directed by F. Gary Gray and starring Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth, Kumail Nanjiani, Liam Neeson, and Emma Thompson, this film follows Agent M as she joins the ranks of the secret organization that protects the Earth from the scum of the universe, the Men in Black. Soon, her and her partner discover a major threat from within the Men in Black. Now, before I get into what I thought of this film, I want to, as usual, give my thoughts on the earlier films in the franchise. The first one, pretty great. The second one, kinda meh. And the third one, I thought was pretty good. So, this isn't one of my favorite franchises in the world, and I'm not super connected to it, but I was super curious and intrigued where they're gonna go in this universe, especially without Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith. And I have to say, when I first sat down and started watching this film, I actually thought it was pretty promising. Reintroducing us into this world and the new characters, I was actually pretty intrigued. Unfortunately, the film does very little within this world or the new characters. The story is also fairly predictable. While I doubted myself at times, ultimately the film ended exactly as I predicted. But just because a film is predictable doesn't mean it can't be enjoyable, which this film definitely is, at times. The chemistry between our two leads is great. Their budding friendship is super fun to watch. And Chris Hemsworth is also given a lot of decent development as the agent that can't really live up to his past deeds. And Hemsworth portrays this character beautifully. He's very cocky and confident, but you can see that there's an insecurity there that he's kind of hiding. And while Tessa Thompson also gives a great performance, to me, her character just wasn't written the best. It seemed like the film couldn't decide on her competency. She'd go from knowing everything to being a bumbling fish out of water, and it would at times really take me out of the story, which kinda has a few pacing issues as well. The story would become quite dull or boring due to either nothing really happening or excessive exposition from some of the characters. The humor is also very hit or miss in this film. Some of the jokes had me dying in my seat, while others just fell flat. And that same goes for the action. It's really quite average. While most of it flows smoothly and is really easy to follow and watch, none of the action scenes really stand out. It's the same with the visuals too. While everything looked nice enough and the CGI on the aliens definitely looks real and looks like it's part of this world, none of the locations or the alien designs are really that memorable or that unique. And to me, that's the main issue with this film. Nothing in it feels that memorable. They barely explore this universe or the characters within it, and while there are some enjoyable moments and funny jokes, the film does very little to make you care about what's actually happening, making it harder to enjoy those generally good and funny moments. Which is why I believe that Men in Black International deserves a C- letter grade. So, those are my thoughts on the film. Let me know your thoughts on the film, along with your thoughts on the drawing, in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to be notified anytime I put up a new video. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.